Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to another Final Fantasy XIV for Beginners stream. Good evening to you in particular, Ansem. I see that you've said hey in the chat before I switched over, so it's just not quite got caught on screen, but hello. Welcome. Let me just get ourselves sorted. I'm going to give a full introduction. To remind people where we're at, what we were doing, all of those kind of things. Actually, we're probably in a good area for this level-wise. Cool. So, for those who are with us, for those who weren't with us last time, aim of these streams is to kind of gradually work through and talk through what we're doing in Final Fantasy XIV. Talk about how everything's working, explain things, to give people an idea of what it is that's going on. Whether it is because you're interested in the game and playing it, or if it is because you've been watching me play it and you're trying to understand what's going on, that is the aim. So last week we got started. We picked up a new job called Pugilist, which I've not done before, so we started that at level 1. Last week we got to level 11. The plan for this week is to get up to level 15, and then once we're at level 15 we can go and do at least the first dungeon, maybe more if we get through things swiftly. So the first dungeon is a dungeon called Sastasha. It's available to us once we get to level 15. That is the plan. We're going to see how we get on. I've got wine and I've got Pepsi Max. So hopefully have a good couple of hours playing, chatting, talking about things as we go. Oh, lovely Harry said he hopes the stream goes well. Bless him. Bless you, Harry, if you're watching. Let me just say, I'm just going to reply to him. Bless you, hoping to get to level 15 and run Sastasha. So I'll let you know. Cool. Okay. So we're going to get on. We're going to do some more leveling. Because we went up past level 10 last week, we should have some more stuff available in our hunting log. We are currently in Eastern Thanalan. So I'm going to see if there's anything here in Eastern Thanalan that we need to go and get. Tuko in Sandgate. Myotragus, Nanny and Drybone. Blowfly Swarm and Drybone. In fact, these are all much higher. I think we're going to be better off going and doing the ones in Central Thanalan first. Which we have Cochineal Cactor in the Clutch, and Antling Sentry in Blackbrush, and those are both right by each other. So let's go get those first. So I'm just going to teleport over to Blackbrush. How are you doing, Ansem? I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been having a nice weekend. Excellent, let's see. So we know there's some stuff in the Clutch, and there's something in Blackbrush as well that we need. So let's go out to the Clutch first. And see if we can find what we're looking for out here. Doing well, thank you, and yourself? I'm good, I'm good. I've been, yesterday I had a really chill day. I didn't do a lot, but I did help not one but two people. Antling Sentry, there we go, that's what we're looking for. I just helped not one but two people get started on Final Fantasy XIV. Which is lovely. So if you've seen my Twitter, you'll definitely have seen about Remy, and then I had a friend called Michael as well. I was helping both of them and really helping them sort their UI and stuff, because anyone who's played this game will know that the UI is... the default settings on the UI are not great. So it's really good to give it a sort as you get started. It makes life a whole lot easier. So I did that yesterday, and today I've been playing lots and lots and lots of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm trying to make sure I finish Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is a game I'm playing off stream. I've not been playing it on stream, I'm just enjoying it myself. Want to finish it before Friday, because Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is coming out on Friday. So the plan is that I'll play that. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Welcome to everyone who's joined us. Lovely to have you with us. We are currently a level 11 Pugilist. We're going to work on leveling it up and hopefully get to level 15 is the plan today. And at level 15, we will be able to do the first dungeon, which is called Zastasha. So we're going to start off just leveling up. And if you remember from last week, you can see on my hotbar just kind of quite a simple combo that I'm doing of Boot Shine, followed by True Strike, followed by Snap Punch. So we don't have many moves. I think we have one more as well. We have a healing move. We have 5 moves available to us at the moment here at level 11. It's not particularly complicated yet. So we're going to work on leveling up quickly. It shouldn't take us too long to get to level 15, and then I think we're going to do a few dungeons. And I will have much more to explain once we get to our dungeons. Hey, Andre, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I hope you've all been having a fun time with Dream Daddy this evening. We have just got started over here, so we're streaming Final Fantasy XIV, which is what Semric's playing as well. Amazing. Oh, you fucked Coffee Daddy. I mean, that's super exciting. Congratulations. Socially distanced versions as well. We stan. Yeah, so we're just getting started. So this is my Final Fantasy XIV for Beginners stream. So we did our first stream last week. We've started as Pugilist, which is going to become Monk, as you're pointing out quite rightly in the chat. And we're just kind of taking things slowly. I've been explaining lots of things as we go. So we started last week at level 1. We're now up to level 11. Planning to get to level 15 fairly swiftly today. And then we're going to start doing some dungeons because they start at level 15. Not a socially distanced fuck. Okay. Ignoring my bits. I've just seen your bits. Thank you, Hutch. Thank you so much. I need to get those notification things up on screen. I need to get that sorted, definitely. I need to do some more work on my setup. I've been gradually working on it. One of your favourite DPS classes, cool. So I don't really play DPS, so it's new for me. I'm trying to find something that's in my hunting log as well. I'm just going to look again to see what we're meant to be finding and where. Antling Sentry. Oh, in Black Brush. Okay, fine. We've got the thing in the clutch. So I need to go back to Black Brush. Fine. Yeah, I don't really do DPS classes. I mostly do healers and tanks. So I had a load of DPS that I could choose from to start back at level 1. Punch, 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 indeed. And because I play... You haven't touched a single physical DPS, same. Well, so this is why I'm coming from. I've gone with physical because I main as a tank. I've got all 4 tanks at level 80, which is the level cap. So I'm kind of used to physical melee. It's the style that I prefer, so that's why I thought Monk would be a good one, because kind of we're up close, we're doing physical attacks. I'm pretty sure I know where these Ankling Sentries are, actually. I think they're over here somewhere. So that was the appeal of Monk to use on stream. I didn't want to go with a caster, because I'm not so much into casters. Why not Lalafell? Because I'm a cat boy. I mean, my friend who got me playing, a lovely guy called Ruben, he's a really good friend, had founded an FC called the Catboy Party. So I'm a cat boy, and I'm with him. I think they're going to be over here. I'm with him. Here we go, Sentries. I'm with him in the Catboy Party. So we are all male Makote, because Catboys are cute. But some of my best friends are Lalafell, so, you know, I'm nice to Lalafell. Yeah, so we're just wandering around at the moment working on this hunting log. Catboy, I am looking, says Jay. Okay. What kind of looking are we talking about, Jay? Ninley actually feels a bit disgusted with himself at how he's dressed at the moment, because, respectful looks, okay. For now, you can find, if you want to lust after Ninley, go ahead and do it. Ninley normally would be displaying a lot more flesh than he currently is, but because we're back, we haven't sorted any glamours out for this monk yet, to make myself look absolutely fabulous. Seismic Toss, thank you so much for the follow. That's very sweet of you. Really appreciate it. Going to try and make sure I don't die because I'm swinging wine. You're going to get to know him better first. Okay, fine. He does normally show a lot of flesh, if you're into that. He's not showing much flesh at the moment. But I will show you. If you give me one moment. Here we go. There we go. Oh, we leveled up to level 12. So we are making some swift progress. This is one of Ninni's favourite looks. Where you can see he's showing a lot more flesh. Ninni doesn't really like to wear very many clothes. I think his other one he's got glamoured at the moment is his Gunbreaker. Yeah, see, Ninni likes to wear absolutely as little as possible. It's just his style. That's what he goes for. Anyway, back to Pugilist. We just leveled up, so I'm just going to check if there's any... Yeah, I've got some better gear I can put on now. Tanks with no clothes, that's the way. That's absolutely the way. Ninni, basically, if you've seen all of those memes about how men would dress in RPGs, JRPGs in particular, if they were dressed like the women are dressed in those games, that's how Ninni likes to dress, in like the least practical thing possible that clearly is going to do absolutely nothing to protect him, yet somehow does, miraculously. Jay says he's here for it. Fabulous. He's also kind of very gender fluid in the way that he dresses, Ninni. So he likes wearing like big thigh booties and stuff. What's next on this? So now we do have to go to Eastern Thanalan. Eastern Thanalan. Cool. So I'm just going to teleport out to Camp Drybone in Eastern Thanalan and drink some more wine, because this can only go well if we're drinking wine, right? It's the best way for things to go. Chug the wine and see if it goes. Are you playing controller? I am playing controller. So I started on PlayStation 4. So I started with controller. I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 at the moment, but I do switch between PS4 and my gaming laptop. But I use a controller on both because it's just what I'm used to. So some of it was in Drybone, and some of it was in Sandgate. Okay. Oh, here are the Tucos. That was quick. And what do you play on then, Seismic? Do you play controller, or are you more of a mouse and keyboard fan? I just can't. It just seems strange to me. I'm not much of a PC gamer at all, so mouse and keyboard to me just seems really alien as a way of controlling a game like this. You play controller too, but you figure most play on PC. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, as I say, I do play on PC as well, but I play controller there as well because it's what I'm used to. PC for me, but I started on PS4. Cool. Alright. Well, as I say, I switch between the two. When I stream, I always play on my PS4 because it means that my gaming laptop doesn't have to run the game and stream at the same time. It can just focus on streaming to the best of its ability. I need to move Bloodbath because that's definitely not going to be in the right place for me. That ability. And we will just go and look at... In fact, I do know what Bloodbath does, but we'll go and look at what it does. Just for posterity's sake. For my beginner streams. Because also I am, you know, if anyone has been watching this, stumbled across it, wants to literally start from the beginning, you can go and see last week's one on demand. I'm also just in the process of setting up a YouTube, so they're going to be there for eternity. So Bloodbath converts a portion of physical damage dealt into HP. So it's going to boost my HP, just like Second Wind boosts my HP. So I'm going to move it with my other... I'm going to move it actually with Second Wind, because they're kind of mitigation things together to boost my HP. Right, so those were the Tucos. I'm assuming, did we kill enough? Did we kill enough Tucos, or do we need more? 4. We need another 1. Okay. And then we're going to go and find Myotragus Nanny. But we are leveling relatively quickly. What we've already done, like a level's worth so far today. And we're 15 minutes in. And it probably took us almost 5 minutes until we actually started doing anything, so... we should level up pretty quickly, is the aim. I should have had, I should eat something as well. I'm sure it's going to help with my leveling. There we go. Let me eat some eggs, because that's what I've got at the moment. Okay, so we got the Tucos. Let's just see what else around here we need to get. There was the nanny goat things. I'm pretty sure they're somewhere down here in the south, is where I normally see them. I think they're down in Sandgate kind of area. Yeah, here we go. Nannies. My Atragus nanny. It's a... Ah! I think I pressed the right button today. It's a nanny goat. So let's get a couple of nanny goats. I think that will then more or less take us to level 13. These are level 18 nanny goats, so we are a little bit out-leveled. So I want to hear what else happened with Coffee Daddy. Was it amazing and exciting? Did Andre appreciate having... I mean, I can imagine Andre appreciate having an audience for his rendezvous with Coffee Daddy. He cried. Coffee Daddy cried. Is it Coffee Daddy who cried or Andre who cried? I mean, either way, we stan... No, Andre. Okay, I was going to say, either way, we love a man who is sensitive and in touch with his feelings. And not afraid to cry. You know, doesn't buy into toxic masculinity. Because the game ending was that good. Oh, was that the end of the game? Is that it already over? Because you've had sex with Coffee Daddy? I've not played it, so I need to... maybe need to rectify this. I should get my chocobo out as well. That's basically, yeah, okay. I don't think Andre even has the capacity to cry. I'm sure he does. I love Andre. Oh, there we go. That was a bit close. Right, I'm going to get my chocobo out. There were tears, Hutch. I'm so glad you saw that. When you get with any of the daddies, the game ends. Okay. Oh, you're glad that Andre saw that. Hey, Tom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just back leveling up my pugilist. We've made it to level 12 now. We are honing in on level 13 with the aim to go and do Sestasha in a little bit. I was going to ask you not using Chocobo or doing Fates to kind of draw out the leveling. Yeah, I should have had my Chocobo out. I just haven't got it out. Oh, there we go. And I will do some Fates as well, but Hunting Logs is one of my favourite ways to level up. But I think we'll come and do this Fate down here. We're about to approach one as well. Thank you, Tom. I had heard you... I did remember you'd said you'd come to Sestasha with me, so that is amazing. I also have someone in my FC who has... Oh, this is a level 19 Fate. Okay, we're not going to try that as a level 12 Pugilist. We'll go find one somewhere else that's not going to be such a ridiculous level jump. I did remember you saying you'd come to Sestasha, so that's amazing. And I've got someone in my FC who's also offered, so we could get him to tank. And we'd probably find someone else in my FC as well. That's my guess. We could probably just put together a party. And then we don't have to worry if we go a little bit slowly while I'm explaining stuff as well, which would be cool. There we go. That's another nanny. There aren't any lower level Fates around here at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. No DPS queues, lol. Yeah, yeah. I'm so pleased that I've left the DPS till last, because when I joined, we were... when I started on Final Fantasy XIV, we were a free company of four people, and we're now up to something like 16. So I am so pleased. So pleased. Are you going to catch up Epona? Epona's the name of my Chocobo. I just quite like Epona to stop being attacked by that, so I can actually get on a mount and move around more quickly. There we go. You need to update your Discord link. Does it not say... I thought it says Discord. Oh, you're right. Oh. I did update it. 1 minute. If you want to see magic, you want to see my Discord link update in. I thought I changed the I spent ages doing it earlier, and I've obviously not properly. I bet it's not going to let me update this while I'm streaming, is it? Let's see. Let's see if this will work its magic. There we go. Better? Are you happier? Yeah. I spent ages doing it. I sorted it all. I evidently just didn't upload it to Streamlabs. Oops. Everything but. Yeah, I've updated it like everywhere. So, Vandalist Imp. Here we go. Come on, you got to admit it's a fancy link. It is a fancy link. It looks really nice. I might want another one as well soon. I might have a final one that I want sorting, Hutch, but I will let you know. Because I don't know if you heard before you came on, or if it... No, it might have been while you've been on that I'm just sorting my YouTube channel as well to archive all of my stuff. Yeah, a third one for the YouTube. Yes, that is exactly what it will be. But my channel's not. I'll let you know when my channel's ready. I'm just working at pushing all of my archive across at the moment. But that's just going to take me a couple of days. I'll decide which I want, and I'll let you know. As I say, I've got a couple of days anyway until my channel's ready to go. Let's just destroy these Vandalist Imps, and then we will definitely be level 13. We're just zooming up. Will Fletch UK. Yes, indeed. The 3-tier only allows 3 redirections, so we'll be full if we add... Yeah, I remember you saying there were 3. That's why I suddenly thought I'd say. I think 3's fine. I'm not planning on having anything else. I have enough channels for now. I also realised I've been streaming over a month now, which is a bit of a... I mean, it is really now, because what? It's nearly... Also, on Tuesday, it'll be a month since my charity stream. So, I just can't quite believe how time has flown. I mean, I can probably work around it if we really want to, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We don't need to worry about that for now. 2 more entries. Blowfly Swarms. And then Rotting Corpse and Rotting Noble, which I think are they both up here. Is this Drybone up here? Yeah. I know where the Rotting Corpse and Rotting Nobles are. I want to see if I can go find the Blowfly Swarms first. Yeah, we're running a cute bear. See, for everyone who's come over from Dream Daddy, it's just like Dream Daddy all over again. Is there someone out here doing this? Not from the looks, but let's just come and join in with this, I think. Also, if you wanted to transfer the domain to one of your accounts, that's no prob. Cool. You support all the dads, yeah. So I'm assuming that bear mount was just like a, Oh, he didn't pick the bear. Well, he picked Coffee Daddy, apparently, didn't he? What was so good about Coffee Daddy, then? I don't know if Andre's still here. Tell us, Andre, why Coffee Daddy? What made him the one for you? You think they're practically the same person? What, Bear Dad and Coffee Dad were practically the same person? Is this what we're saying? I so have to play this game at some point, because it just looks amazing. Maybe I'll do it on stream next. Maybe that's what we could do at some point. You know, you've all been on Andre's journey. We could have Will's version of Dream Daddy. And what, it only took, like... Was that 2 streams that it takes? So it's not very long, is it? we're saying. I think they're practicing saying coffin, Andre. I might just be... Okay. Yeah, that's if you date only one. Oh, so we can date more. You can date all 7? Or... As in, like, all 7 at the same time? Is that some kind of polyamory thing going on? Hey, Adam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you with us. Adam, aka Gamer Chat, is in my FC. So, and is a relatively new player, just around the end of the Realm Reborn base game at the moment. We're just leveling Pugilist up, Adam. Just working on getting ourselves to level 15, ready to go and do Sestasha. Go and get dungeoning. No, just like regular single dates with each of them. Aww. So it's not like we can live in some kind of like Dream Daddy fuck house where everybody's just mingling and doing their thing and having a good time. UK math confuses me so much. What what's gone math-wise that's confusing? You can go on 2 dates with each daddy, and if you do a third, that's the one you choose for the end game. Okay, cool. So you can do like, what, 14, 15 dates? Got it, got it, got it. Ugh, I'm waiting for whatever's supposedly attacking us to go away. There we go. Also, the whole comma dot thing, math is confusing on the whole. I mean, math is quite confusing on the whole. I did, God only knows why I thought it was a good idea, but I did an A-level in maths, which is the qualifications you do at 18 in the UK. And quite why I thought maths was a good idea is beyond me. I also did physics. Like, what the fuck? What was 16-year-old Will thinking when he chose those things? My friend went to uni for maths. Oh yeah, my brother. One of my brothers has a PhD in maths. He's a statistician doing what's called applied probability. Has a PhD and now does academic research. So doing really high-level academic research on stuff that we won't talk about at the moment, because. But yeah, I looked at his... I remember my mum's got a copy of his PhD, and I took a look at it, and I was just like, I don't understand this. Where are the actual words? It made no sense to me. It was just all these symbols I didn't understand. I was like, what the fuck even is this? I was good at maths, physics and maths, until I had to add in calculus. That was the end of my relationship with math. Okay. Calculus doesn't bother me, but what I do remember about physics is I was really good at physics right up until my final year of university, and I was in not final year of university, final year of school. I was at I went to a selective school, so you know, kind of everything was at quite a high level, and I was used to, you know, being at that high level and people asking in class, you know, asking the question why, and you'd get explained why things were the way they were, and fine, and I still understood that when I was a 17-year-old, but when I hit 18, and we did my final year of physics, and someone would say why, and I'd be like, yeah, now we're going to find out why, and our teacher would explain why, and I would just be like, I don't understand this anymore, and it just all stopped making any sense, and that was that. So no maths and physics for me beyond that. And then I went and did English at university, so I was much more interested in English literature. I was much more interested in art subjects, I realised. English was your best subject by far. I preferred English at school. Yeah, it was me with calc. Stopped making sense, and that was that. Yeah. I mean, I got good grades in them both. I just, in maths and physics, in my A-levels, I just didn't understand any of it. And I just regurgitated what I had to regurgitate, and that was that. In fact, the A-level I did the worst in was English. But there we go. So I ended up delaying going to university for a year because I got a B in English, and the universities that I was meant to be going to wouldn't take me because I got a B instead of an A. Whereas the maths, but I had 6 to do, 6 written ones and 2 oral ones. Okay. Yeah, I know in the UK we do quite a small number of subjects compared to other European countries. I know for sure. We kind of specialise much sooner. But yeah, so I had a year of not being at university and working instead, and I did some resits in my English, and then went off to university after that once I'd got an A. And went to a university that wasn't the university I was originally planning to go to. But very much enjoyed. You're the first year that didn't have to do every subject. It was like 10 before that. Ugh. 10 sounds just like... I mean, that's like how many you would do in the UK at GCSEs. That's how many you would do at like 16. Not at 18. They made us do AP exams and SATs. At my school, yeah, we also did GCSEs before that, and I got a 1, the worst grade in AP Calculus. So was that like an international school or something you were at, Jay? Because that sounds like an interesting mix of stuff. Where is... I need to find these blowfly swarms. Oh, I know where the blowfly swarms are, up in the graveyard, aren't they? They're absolutely up in the graveyard. Yep, here we go. And look, we've nearly done 3 levels already today. You did maths, English, pedagogy. Interesting. Philosophy, psychology, and sociology. Not really, we're just bougie. I mean, it does sound quite bougie. Yeah, I loved English. I really, really loved English. But the thing that's really, really astonishes me still to this day is that English was my final choice in my A-levels. I was trying to decide whether to do... So I was definitely going to do German and maths and physics. And I did do German and maths and physics. And the thing I was trying to decide alongside that was whether, with those, I would do English... or I would do a subject called further maths, which is like even more difficult maths. And the only, well, not the only reason, one of the key reasons I chose to do English instead of further maths is, I am boozing, yeah, I'm drinking wine. A little Pinot Grigio. One of the reasons I chose to do English instead of further maths is because my brother, the one who's the mathematician, did... maths, further maths, physics, and German. So if I had done further maths, I would have done exactly the same subjects as him. So that was part of the reason that I chose to do English. And then I went and did it at university. And it's just like crazy to think that, like, what if I had not chosen English then? And how different my life would be. Because also, like, I met my husband at university. Like, how different would my life be? What would I have studied at university? I have no idea. Fabulous. There we go. We're nearly at level 15. I'm just going to go run a couple of fates. There's one. Someone's doing this one. You're doing biochem and it's a ride. I would hate biochem. I had friends who did... one of my best friends did a subject called natural sciences at university, which was like a mixture of... well, she mostly did chemistry and biology. She wasn't that interested in physics. But yeah. Yeah, no, that would not be for me. Tom regrets his GCSE choices. I think, like, I mean, like, if you can't regret some of your life choices, I'd have met another husband, maybe. Maybe, yes. I've got the fat chicken. Which, are you talking about the fat chocobo? Adam, wait. Was it this one you were talking about? Was that the fat chicken? This one? Yeah, okay, so this one, the Fat Chocobo, is part of the... I can't remember if it's called Collector's Edition or Deluxe Edition or whatever. So if you want it, the way to get it is to upgrade your copy to Collector's or Deluxe or whatever. Which you can do on Mog Station. You can just buy the upgrade for, like... I think it's like £30 to upgrade or something. But it gives you a whole load of stuff. It doesn't just give you the Fat Chocobo. It gives you loads of stuff. And he is thick. And also what you can't see, the thing I really love about this mount is you can see, look, there's the Gishel Greens that are convincing him to walk along. But once you're in the areas where he can fly, if you start flying, I, like, put the Gishel Greens to one... It can fly, yeah. I put the Gishel Greens to one side, and you hold out a slice of cake instead. And it's this notion of, like, The greens are enough to make it run along the ground, but they aren't enough to make it fly through the air. It needs the cake to fly, and it's the cutest thing. Right, here is a fate. Excellent. Level 14 fate. Oh, with 1 minute 58 remaining. I don't really fancy our chances with 1 minute... whatever it was. Less than 2 minutes to go against this big thing. But let's see how far we can get. I think we should be able to get a decent amount of XP from this. Your kitten is getting his balls chopped off on Thursday. Oh, poor kitten. I felt so bad when I had... so people, if you don't know, I've got 2 dogs. I've got a male dog called Max, who is a Yorkie poo. So he's half Yorkshire Terrier and half Poodle. And I have a poodle called Delta, who is female. She's a miniature poodle, so she's not a standard poodle, not full-sized. And yeah, we had Max's balls chopped off when he was 6 months. And I felt so bad about it. I really felt like I'd betrayed him or something. It was hilarious. But we had to do it. As I said, he's half Yorkshire Terrier. And he was getting really territorial around food. And I was in the office one day, and we have a sofa in our office. And he was on the sofa with a treat. And one of my colleagues went up to him to give him some strokes. And Max lunged and bit my colleague on the face. And I then spent... Oh, speaking of dogs. Hey, Delta. Hello. I then spent, like, a week and a half working from home. And then had his balls chopped off at the earliest possible moment. And that was that. So, no, Max was not having it. Well, as I say, he got... Because he was half terrier, he just got really territorial. I've lost my chocobo. This is what's causing some of my problems. He got really territorial as he got his hormones. So, yeah, his balls, like that, they were gone. Because they had to be. But yeah, I felt so guilty. And I actually, I spoke to one of my trans friends. And I said to him, I said, look, I don't know what to do. I feel really ridiculous because I feel so guilty. Level 12 fate, let's go do that one. I feel so guilty that I've had his balls chopped off, but, you know, I don't really feel that that's what makes a man, but somehow I feel like he's less of a man. I'm just confused and I don't know what to do about this. And my trans male friend, and he just looked at me and said, Will, it's absolutely fine for you to feel bad about having Max's balls chopped off because you've got balls. And you don't want to have your balls chopped off, and that's all this is. And I was like, oh, thank God. I was just like, okay, fine. I get this. I get what you're saying. Let me see. You have both your dogs done. You told her not to give her food or water until the day after surgery, but she would have drink for over 24 hours then. She was so weak and couldn't move, so I practically spoon-fed her. I was so scared. That's really weird, because, like, in the UK... you feel bad because we're doing something without consent. Yeah, I get that, but like sometimes it's a really difficult one because, and I feel this like with anything medically with my dogs, because normally what we're doing really in their best interests, but they just can't comprehend that. And I wish I could sit them down and explain it to them and have them understand. Like our poodle had to have an operation because she had a grass seed stuck in her ear. And they had to take it out. And, you know, she was, like, upset about it. But the problem is, like, it had to be done. You know, she's, like, it was going to get worse and worse. And she was in loads of discomfort. And she was scratching. And she was upset. And it's, like, how do you try and explain to a dog, actually, the reason we're doing this is because it's going to make it better for what you need? Oh, she was going to eat every other week and it's really unhealthy. That does sound really unhealthy. With rabbits, it's essential to neuter. They have an 80% chance of dying of cancer by the time they're 3. Yeah, no, it's the same with dogs. There are some real health benefits to neutering them. So Max has been done. Delta hasn't been done. We quite fancy Delta having a litter once we move out of London. So we're open to that. So that's kind of why we've not had her done. And her seasons aren't too bad. You know, when she's in heat, we can manage it. It's not too big a problem. Oh, she was ready. If I'd say hey, she'd howl and get into the position. Yeah, I mean, I know what a dog and I know what a bitch in heat is like. I have one. He goes into heat every 6 months. So yeah, I know what that's like. But thankfully, there is something that Delta loves even more than boys, and that is her ball. So we can literally still take her to the park and take her off the lead. And if there are some boys that she's not going to run after, but they're staying away, it's fine. We'll just throw you the ball, and she cares more about her ball than the boys. Pandora's getting into heat really early, and the interviews in between keep getting shorter. See, that's odd. Yeah, the intervals are meant to gradually get longer in dogs. And they don't stop having cycles, but the cycles gradually get less and less frequent. It went from 1 month to 3 weeks to 2 to 1. Wow. I mean, then I understand you feeling. I understand feeling bad about doing something and feeling like, you know, you're not able to have consent, but it also sounds like it was really important for her health to get it done. So, first sign of no heat, you had it done. Yeah, because I know it can cause such complications, can't it, if you have it done during a cycle. Right, so it looks like one more fate is going to do this. And then we're going to be at level 15. And then we're going to go and do Sestasha, so we'll talk a bit about dungeons. Ooh, misses. That's probably where Andre took his coffee daddy. We'll talk a little bit about that, and then we will head off and do one. And Tom, I know you're going to join. Adam, if you'd like to join, you're very welcome. Harry is definitely going to join. Oh, why can I not? Oh, I'm not level synced. There we go. We need to be level synced for this fate, because we're too high a level for it, having been. The male cat is getting chopped because he's trying to dominate Pandora, and just because he's most likely going to live longer. Okay. Yeah, it's really the dynamics between male and females in the animal world is like fascinating. Like Max, our male dog, is clearly the bolsher one. He's clearly the one who would win a fight, because Delta's a softie and a pushover, but he's scared of her. It's really fascinating. And we kind of were told, you know, females are more assertive. It's part of why we got a female for the second one, because we knew that if we got another male dog, Max would just, like, walk all over them. But yeah, it's really fascinating how, like, if she's got a bone, he won't properly try and take it from her the way he used to. He will, like, sit there and will look at us and he'll whine for a bit to maybe try and get us to give it to him instead. And he will be crafty rather than taking it by brute force. He will distract her with something else. Like, get out another toy and she'll go, oh my god, this amazing toy. And then he'll just go back and take what he wanted all along. Because he's exceptionally clever. Sickeningly bright. Yeah, level 15. Here we go, people. Have I not got all of my brand new gear? Or are there no brand new gloves? I feel like there should be brand new gloves. Right, first we're going to go do a job quest. Because if we go do this job quest, we're probably going to get a better weapon that we can use. Your Bichon is in charge of both their dogs. Like Milo's 4 times the size of Bailey, but Bailey's the dominant one. Hey! Hey, how are you doing, Equilibrium? That's you, Kyle. Is that you, Kyle? Is that right? I'm trying to remember who's who, because you've got a different name. Different name here than you have on Twitter. Yeah, great. Well, welcome along. Lovely to have you with us. So we've just got to level 15, so the plan is now probably 2 dungeons, because what, it's 8:45. So we've got a while still, but we're going to go and do a couple of things. First, I'm going to go to Sapphire Avenue Exchange. I'm just going to check in with my retainer. You're doing Shadowbringers SMSQ and it got really good, so you're hooked for a bit. Without spoiler free, just tell me what level are you up to in your MSQ and Shadowbringers? So I'm just going to check to see if I've got some better gloves, because I'm pretty sure I should have some better gloves I should have some. I don't know where they are, so I'm wondering if I've given them to my retainer, who kind of is like my manservant. Well, I've got two of them, like a lady servant and a manservant. You're not the one who's got gear, so you wouldn't have it. It would be a Biggie Smalls, who is a Lalafell. There we go, I have Lalafell. 75, 76. Okay, cool. That just kind of helps me understand roughly where you are. Right. So you want to come and look at gloves. And come from the bottom. Cotton dress. Mythal gauntlets. No, I've not got these brand new. Are there brand new gloves? Maybe the brand new gear doesn't have gloves. 1 minute. I'm just looking it up. Brand new gear set. FF14. I'm just checking if I'm missing these gloves, because they would be really helpful. Brand new war set. Here we go. Yeah, there should be brand new gloves. I've obviously got rid of them. Oops. I wonder if I can go and... Can I go and re-get the brand new gloves if I don't have them? There's a question. Wait, so I'm gonna come and do this job quest first while we're here. Let's do the job quest for Pugilist. Where is the Pugilist Guild? It's right by the Aetheryte Plaza, isn't it? So we're gonna go do the job quest for Pugilist, then we're gonna go get the gloves, and then we will be done. Okay. At least we'll get a bit of an assignment done. I'm monitorized tomorrow, so I know I won't do shit, and it's due on Tuesday, but bye-bye. Bye, Harch. Thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. I did appreciate it. I really appreciated that it was 69 bits. I appreciated the 69 pride. This is Pugilist, isn't it? Yeah, Pugilist Guild. Cool. So we're going to come and do our job quest, and then we're going to marshal some people together, and we're going to do Stasha. And probably Tantara Deepcroft, because that's my other preferred one. Just looking at what I could get. Okay, cool. Oh, there you are, Ninley. I hope you've come prepared for a lesson today. I want you to go and fight the toxic toads. Make no mistakes on, these toads are huge, which means they have huge guts. That's aside the point. The point is you only use your head to overcome them. Thanks to their immense girth, misses, these toads hit hard. Fortunately, they tend to hit wild as well. So bide your time, wait for an opening, and when that opening shows, thwack, rip and tear through your foe with your fists. What kind of lesson is this? I know, it's a funny old lesson. As proof that you defeated the toads, I want you to bring me 5 of their legs. We're waiting for your Blackbrush station, your lesson continues there. Okay. I'm now out of wine. This is distressing. Means I have to move to the Pepsi Max instead. I should have brought the bottle over with me. That would have made more sense. That kind of night, because it's bank holiday weekend here in the UK. So what I was going to say, so I was going to say bank holiday the weekend here in the UK, so no work tomorrow. But yeah, I am currently on furlough, so I'm not working this month, and the plan is I probably won't be working next month either. Because work have asked me not to, so that they can access. The government's paying for 80% of me because I'm not working. So yeah, every day is like a bank holiday weekend to me at the moment. So kill 5 of these toxic toads. Fine, here we go. Oh no, I don't want to go return. Here we go. 5 toxic toads coming right up. These toxic toads are not... I thought they had girth and they were meant to be tricky because of that or something, but they are squishing so quickly. My work's trying for July start. I doubt it will happen though. Oh, because you're on furlough as well, aren't you, Tom? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of waiting to see. There's a part of me that thinks, you know, especially as we're a charity, I suspect my work's going to be like, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth and let's keep one off for another month. And everyone else is off. I think they would rather have the money from the government than have us there. Plus, we work with schools. You know, there's still not going to be a whole lot to do with schools in July. Even if they've started slightly going back, which they will have done. There's not going to be a lot to do. But yeah, all I know at the moment is... So I was told I'll be off in June as well. But I've not had a letter or anything about it yet, so it's not official. Until that happens. And then it will be. I think they're just kind of waiting until we're closer, because they... Just in case anything changes. But I don't think anything's going to change massively. I don't think we're going to find some massive pot of money that didn't exist or something. Here we go. I should use the mender while I'm here, because I've not seen a mender at all this evening. Not wet. I don't need to purchase stuff. What am I doing? Repair gear. Not that my gear is that damaged at all. So we killed the toxic toads. Here are the toad legs for you. They don't look like legs. Oh, this is empty. This is of no use to me. Now I just need some butter, a slice of sun lemon, and a pinch of... You're just getting me to make food for you. You've done well to defeat the toxic toads. The next part of your lesson, you'll be putting your endurance to the test against... Talk is true, Hammond Holy Fist is here. It's being flocked by fans. Grave needed your legendary skill. Somnus is being smuggled through Blackbrush Station. I reported this to the brass blades and the stone torches. They both turned a blind eye. It's a mind-warping substance made from dream flowers. Okay. Those who overindulge are said to fall into an eternal slumber. I mean, an eternal slumber sounds quite nice right now. I want to put an end to the smuggling. It's precious little I can do. I'll see the smuggler scum thrown in the dungeon before the bell is through. We need to go and apprehend the smugglers. Okay. But first we need to gather information. So this is a classic go and talk to some people part of the quest. You know what I'm also going to do? I mean, it's nice that this is glamoured as this vest, but I'm going to put this back as it would actually look, because I do quite like the brand new tabard. There we go. That looks nicer. And once I have gloves that match, it's really going to look nice. Zuzu Meter. They're associated with the Anacron, a coalition of cold-blooded criminals. Sounds like this is going to be fun. Fun little mission. You need to carry your Heaven's Ward MSQ, but you've been lazy. How far... Did you find all of your... I didn't even read what he said. That was stupid. Did you find all of your... Silverhead Lalafell was seen skulking about the station recently. He was headed west bearing a suspicious burden. Can you trust a Lalafell? There's a question, friends. There's a question. Did you find all of your ether currents, Tom? I hope. That was that out in Western Curthus you were looking for Easter currents? Easter currents? Ether currents. Is that correct? Okay, we're going to go and lie in wait for the smugglers. The one... There's one I can get, yeah. I'm trying to... You got the ones you could get. Is that right? You're doing Dravania at the moment. Cool. Cool. Oh, Dravania and Forelands, I'm guessing. Rather than Hinterlands. Here we go. So we're going to do this little solo duty, and then we're going to be on to dungeons. Because this is going to get us a better weapon once we've done this. Which is going to help. You're up to the first trial boss of Heaven's Ward. Do you think Ravana is the first trial boss of Heaven's Ward? Unless I've massively forgotten. So if you've been hearing lots about Ravana, then yes. Thal's Balls, that's... Oh, is it his friend? Oh, he said his friend. Yeah, I'm up to Ravana. Cool. Cool, cool. Really outdone ourselves this time. Master Vegfar's bound to be pleased. Save the talk. We have crates to move. Started DRG on Cerberus to help a friend out. Oh, amazing. Oh, wait 1 minute. I'm going to be back. I have realised I've not brought the plug for my laptop with me, so I will disappear off stream if I don't do that, because I'm on low battery. Bear with me for about a minute, and I will be back. I'm just going to stick this on to be right back, and I will be back. I've not unmuted my mic. Thank you very much for telling me. Fine. My husband's laughing. I've a real habit of doing this. I need a mic that's got like a much bigger, more obvious mute button with like a big flashing red light. That would really help. I did ask you, Kyle. I was super excited that you started a Dragoon on Cerberus. So I asked as well what race your Dragoon on Cerberus is. You know, just because that might be interesting to know. Yeah, and apologies for muting myself. I brought wine. That's what I said as well. I brought the bottle of wine. So I have wine again. I can continue boozing on stream. Which definitely makes me happy. Oh, wine. This guy is pretty, got pretty high defense from the way things are looking. Yeah, here we go. Is there some kind of... Is there a healer somewhere or something? Oh no, it's just when Chichute helps me, it goes really well, and when Chichute doesn't help me, it takes forever. Fine. Chichute Bright Star. Do we think he's a Bright Star? Some Marmots. Right, and we are going to shortly be ready. Tom, if you're not online yet, it would be helpful if you can get online in readiness for Sestasha. Oh, patience at the Alucron. Here we go. Some more guys over here. You are fabulous. And I will check with Harry just as soon as I'm out of this. You don't need to transfer to Cerberus because we're friends, aren't we? I've got you as a friend, haven't I, on 14? Yes, cool. Yeah, so I can just create a Crosswell party because we're on the same data center. You don't need to come to Cerberus, I can just add you to a party. Crosswells. Which makes life nice and easy. Cool. guessing that's the end of this job quest. I just want to go and see if I can get the piece of gear that I need, and then we're ready. I'm on Holy Fist, just our luck. If you know who I am, then you'll know what's good for you. Come quietly, or there will be trouble. Holy Fist, don't make me laugh. You're being fooled. Oh, interesting. It's a dark night 7 moons ago. I was out in the wilds training alone. From a distance, I caught sight of Master leaving the tavern and turning for the city. Thinking to accompany him back, I followed his heels and was about to call out when I saw this. What did he see? Is he scared of marmots? I don't understand what's going on in this story. Oh. Oh, he's not very good at being a pugilist. Is this the thing? He's been defeated by a marmot. Oh, boo. Boo, boo, boo. All I want to be I was trying to get maidens where my time came, the gods are cruel. Okay. So he wasn't very good. There we go. The guy who's running our guild is not very good at fighting, seemingly. Move keyboard here because I need the keyboard. This is the keyboard that's attached to my PlayStation 4. Forgive me, tutor. Nearly, I didn't mean to deceive anyone, least of all my students. My strength, my reflex, and my endurance, they've all left me because of old age. I'm a decrepit old man. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, now speak with Chichuto at the guild. Has Chichuto taken over as the guild master? This is quite a cute little story. Right. And then what we're going to do, I will send a message to Harry to check if he's ready and ask if he's able to tank for us. Adam, if you're still listening, invitation remains that you could come and join us in Sestasha, and if not, I'm quite happy to ask in the free company. I'll look at who's on and ask if anyone wants to come and join us as a DPS. And then we will have a lovely light party. And before we get started in the dungeon, I'm going to talk to us all for our lovely beginners about healers and tanks and DPS, and explain what the difference is and kind of why we're looking for balance. Oh, I've left. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, which mouse is the right mouse? This one. Yeah, here we go. So he doesn't hate the master. He's lost his sense of purpose, his will to teach. I cannot bear to see him like this. I want to regain his confidence, but he needs to regain his former strength. Okay, so we're gonna try and make Master Hamon as good as he used to be. So he said, I will teach you a new technique, one which Master Hamon used to great effect in his prize fighting days. Fists of Earth it's called, and with it you can shore up your defences to be as unyielding as the earth itself. Make this technique your own, Lily, and strive to go stronger still. Okay. Excellent. And I've got options. I'm going to take the bronze pieces because I don't need any of the gear. Awesome! We have learned Fists of Earth. Welcome to whoever's just joined us. So we've just finished the level 15 job quest. We are a level 15 pugilist. And for those who do not know, level 15 is when we get the first dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV. So we're about to go off and do the dungeon. Reduces damage taken by 10%. Cannot be used with Fists of Fire or Fists of Wind, and shares a recast timer with both. Okay, what's Fists of Wind going to do then? Increases movement speed. Okay, so that's going to go in my mitigation spots. So I normally put mitigation up here. So that's some nice mitigation. Right, I'm going to head off to... I've gone the long way. Why have I literally gone all the way around to Airport? I want to go and see if I can get these gloves that I'm missing. And I'm going to check with Harry and the rest of my free company to see if they are ready to come and run Sestasha with us. He's the last person I've spoken to, isn't he? Just about ready for Sestasha. If you are. There we go. Cool, we sent him a message. I got to 15 on the DRG. I started to let me know if I can run Sestasha with you all at some point. You can totally come and run Sestasha with us. I'm going to ask Harry if he can tank. So we absolutely have space for a DPS. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Harry will tank for me. Sure. Cool. Where did I get the gear from? Seasoned Adventurer? I'm trying to remember who gives me the gear in here. The Smith? Maybe I can't get this gear anymore. Have I lost my chance to get the gear? Oh, I don't know what I've done with the gloves. What did I do with the gloves? I'm assuming they're not... I don't think I've got anything... Yeah, I've got some armor coffers in my saddlebags. So that's not a problem. Is it in my inventory? And that's the other place it could be. No, okay. We don't know where the gloves are. Could you heal, please, Tom? And Callum... Okay, that's fine if your Wi-Fi... It's up to you. Would you prefer to watch the stream, or would you prefer to play with us? You can do what you'd like. You don't think they give you brand new gear again once you got it? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I think I must have got rid of the gloves. Which is annoying. I was just trying to see if I could re-get them, but... Apparently not. I must have got rid of the... I'm fine. Just going to watch stream tonight. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so let me... We are going to invite Harry. Oh, Adam is off in somewhere else. We're going to invite Tom. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone else is here. Not many people are online from my free company tonight. Okay, not to worry. So, quickly, before we get started, so I'm going to explain, because this is Final Fantasy XIV for beginners. So when we go into the dungeon, we'll be a party of 4, which is called a light party. In that party, we're going to have 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS. The tank, it's their job to get enmity or aggro from the enemies. So they will... basically get the enemy's attention. They're going, attack me, attack me, attack me, and kind of leading the way around the dungeon. So they have really high defense in order that they can, you know, survive being attacked continually. And they have moves that generate a lot of aggro, so they take aggro. The healer, who is lovely Tom, who is on stream with us, heals. Purpose of the healer is, most importantly, to keep me, not me, I'm not tanking, Harry, aka Giovanna, to keep the tank alive, but also to keep the rest of us alive. Shouldn't be too big of a problem in Sestasha, because we're in the earliest dungeon, so it's not, you know, very stressful at all. So that's what the healer does. And then the DPS stands for damage per second. So a DPS or a Deeps has a very high damage per second. So that's what I'm playing as. So we're going to have 2 of us. So basically, the tank is keeping everyone's attention, the healer is keeping us alive, and we as DPS are going to kill everything. That is the plan. I'm just going to do a ready check, just to check we're all ready. We are. Cool, so I'm going to register us. As we have a tank and a healer, tanks and healers have the shorter queues. We have both of them, so I'm expecting we will get straight in. We won't have to queue at all. There we go. Off we go to do Sestasha. So we're just waiting for the other DPS to say yes. They've said yes. So we're going to have... I can't remember how many bosses there are in Sestasha. I think it's one of the ones that's slightly odd. Normally, you get 3 bosses in a dungeon. 3 bosses, 3 sets of mobs before the bosses. Sets of, many, however many. You work your way through killing things, and then you get to a boss, and you fight a boss. So we are going to have 3 bosses. I'm just going to say, hey. Off we go. So we're all going to work together. Oh, Harry would like to do big pulls tonight, it would seem, which is fine. And I would imagine we're probably going to level up once or twice in here at least. Because we're going to get a lot of XP. We're going to level up pretty quickly. So yeah, this dungeon's called Sestasha. And it's kind of like a piracy sea grotto. I'm just going to come over here. So in this dungeon, there's a bloody memo over here, which will give us a clue for later. So it says, the captain likes his cabbage green. Maximus, calm down.
That's Delta.
Oh, Delta, calm down. She sounded more like Max. Our doorbell has just gone. So you can see we're leveling up super quickly while we're in here. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that Sestasha, this first dungeon, is going to give us any trouble at all. It's a pretty easy dungeon. It's a nice kind of gentle introduction. It's not the most thrilling dungeon in the world either. The one that comes after this, which is at level 16, is one that I like much, much more. So I'm hoping we're going to have time to do that one as well. Which we should do. We've got 48 minutes still of kind of what I planned to stream for. But this means we should start leveling now pretty damn quickly. Oh, there we go. We've gone up to level 16 already. I mean, it helps because I'm playing... This isn't my first character. So... Oh, that was a little bit lag, suddenly. I can gain XP much quicker because it's not my first. There are things that give me bonuses and stuff. So, it helps you level characters that are lower than your highest level character really quickly. Which is good and helpful, and kind of part of the reason that it does that is because if this were my first character, I would be getting a load of XP from my main scenario quests as well. So kind of all of these buffs to how much XP I get are there to compensate me for the fact that I'm not getting a load of XP from those quests. So that's all the story stuff. Would be giving you XP as well. Which I guess is, unsurprising for anyone who's done JRPGs before that we would be getting. We'd be getting stuff from those quests as well as these quests, dungeons and stuff. So dungeons are the most fun way of leveling, for sure. So as we're going to see, it's pretty quick to level up alternate jobs. If this were my first job, it would be taking a bit longer because I'd be having to do those main scenario quests and stuff as well. But it's not. It's an extra job. So what I've now been playing as this. I think it was almost about 8:15. We started actually as a pugilist last week. So in about 3 hours, I've done 16 levels. I won't continue going that quickly, unsurprisingly, but I will go quickly for now. You can go pretty quickly, but, you know, it doesn't stay that you're going to do 16 levels in 3 hours. That would obviously, you know, that would get me all the way to the level cap at level 80 in what? About 15 hours? That would be a bit absurd. It's actually quite nice and stress-free, isn't it, being a DPS? Because I'm successfully not being attacked by anything, Harry's doing a really good job of tanking. Which doesn't surprise me, he is an excellent tank. DPS have it so easy compared to healers. They do. I mean, healer is the one I find the most stressful. I have loads of people, including, you know, friends who are really amazing healers, who say to me, like, how do you tank? I'm nervous about tanking. Oh, it seems so stressful. And I'm just like, healing's the most stressful job. For sure, it's the most stressful role. I'm much happier tanking than I am healing. Cool, and now we're going to be up to our first boss. So if you remember, there was a note that said the captain likes his cabbage green. So I'm going to press this green coral. Activate the switch here. And then we're going to come and activate this switch. So if we'd got that wrong, if we didn't know, then it would have been... Especially those Sam that don't worry about... Those like Sam that don't worry about party buffs. Okay. I mean, I'm really interested in Samurai. I really want to give it a try. Wasn't going to be right for this because Samurai starts at... Does Samurai start at level 60? Is that right? Have I got that right? So I wanted to start this as something that was level 1. So it reduced my choice of DPSs that I could have available to me. Yeah, Samurai looks really fun to me. It may start at 50. Oh, is it 50? Oh yeah, because Samurai's in it's Stormblood, isn't it? Not in Shadowbringers. Yes, it would be 50. It'd be Machinist at 60, presumably. Is Machinist 60? Am I making this up? I feel like I'm going round and round in circles and not knowing what I'm talking about. No, Machinist can't be 60. What was the other one they added in? Dancer. Dancer is level 60. There we go. Oh, I got there. So we're going to kill some scurvy dogs. My husband is probably disgusted about me talking about Dancer and Funbreaker, Gunbreaker. Yeah, Gunbreaker I did know, because obviously I have a Gunbreaker, because I'm a tanky boy. It's a tank, so I have a Gunbreaker at level 80. Yeah, it starts at level 60. Because it was released in one of the expansions, it doesn't start all the way at level 1. All the way back at level 1, I guess, is the... Oh, I didn't really need those plundered trousers. I don't know why I did that. Oh well, fun times. Plundered trousers for me. So, yeah, we've had that first boss. You can see on the right-hand side where my quests were when I was out of the dungeon. Whether they were side quests or main quests or whatever type of quest. They have now been replaced by kind of a list of what we have to do in this dungeon. So you can see how much progress you've made through the dungeon as you go, which is nice and helpful. So we can see we're approaching the halfway mark. Once we discover the pirate captain, we're going to be halfway, which is Captain Madison. You can see we're here. OMG, can you imagine? Can I imagine what? I missed exactly what it was I said when you said OMG, can you imagine? Funbreaker. Is it Funbreaker you're saying, can you imagine? I mean, that'd be like... She's never going to see this, so I can say, does that be someone like my mother, probably? Surprised that my husband's not snorting with laughter. If new classes started at level 1, oh yeah, I mean, that would be awful. Yeah, and that, because that's there for, you know, like, if you are someone who's... So, Dancer came in relatively recently. If you were someone we leveled up again, If you were someone who already had all of your jobs to level 70 and suddenly had to start one right back at level 1, that would be arduous. My husband is delivering me food. This makes me very excited. Oh, is it meze? Mm-hmm. Oh, is it from Effie's? Awesomes. Okay. I have exciting yummy food that I'm going to try and eat as well while we're going. Oh my god, it smells delicious. Oh. Late Sunday dinner. Of yumminess. Pick up this key. We need this key. There we go. Right, I'm going to start passing on the things that I don't need, because I don't need this loot. So we also get loot in dungeons. So you can see us gradually having different pieces of loot after bosses and things that we can roll on. Your housemate got Chinese and you opted to be good. We're getting that decision now. Well, tonight was most certainly, you know, and nicely my husband's turn, and he has opted for takeaway, and I am not complaining in the slightest. I am getting my controller very greasy. I can see the amount of grease that's appearing. Oh, I'm going to pick up this key. Go. Falafel. Now going to get me, like, just saying all these words of amazing food. Of Turkish meze. Yeah, so you can see we're leveling really quickly, and we would level really quickly regardless. It would happen. You know, even if this was our first job, we'd level up pretty quickly in here. It's not uncommon when I do this job with newbies that you go up at least 2 or 3 levels. Pretty much what happens in this dungeon. And the fries are marginally disappointing, not gonna lie. They're not crispy at all. They're just kind of like stodgy. It's also not like this takeaway. They normally do much better fries than this. There we go. You're now getting takeaway reviews of places that have won major kebab awards. They're really good. They're a really good Turkish place. It's amazing. If anyone needs East London Turkish recommendations, Central East London, happy to give them. This place is amazing. So this is kind of like a third boss, but there are, on that basis, there are kind of 4 bosses in this dungeon. It's a little bit odd. We've got some scurvy dogs running in. Harry has correctly rounded them up. I'm just going to kill these scurvy dogs. Don't let my dogs know that this is what I've been up to, because they will not be happy. And done. I've got more stuff. Oh, actually this belt is much better than the belt I'm wearing, so I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put it on right now. Oh no, I don't want that hat. I want the circlet, please. The friendship circlet. Until I'm level 25. It's giving me bonus XP. The special circle on the way. Welcome to whoever's joined us. We are just into Stasha, which is the first dungeon of Final Fantasy XIV. I'm playing as a pugilist. Currently level 17. Leveling up rapidly now. Would have gone up, what, or it's a level 11 when I started on stream at 8. So in an hour and a half, we're very nearly done. 7 levels, because we will be 7 levels by the time we leave this dungeon, I would imagine. So we're going exceptionally quickly today. Even quicker than we did the initial levels last week, which go pretty quickly anyway. I'm also eating food while I'm doing this now. I just had food delivered. So that's why you'll keep seeing me get stuff from my plate and munching away. But also feel free to say hey in the chat. Lovely to know who got with us. Really happy to kind of chat along with you. There we go, we leveled up again. Great to know. Oh, we got a new ability. We'll have to read about that as soon as we're out of the dungeon to know what it actually does. Yeah, happy to chat. Really interested to know if you're already a Final Fantasy XIV player, you don't play Final Fantasy XIV, come along to see what it's about. We only have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. We only have 8 abilities at the moment. I'm in fact going to look at this new ability. Twin Snakes, potency of 150, 170 when executed from flank. And True Strike did 220, 241 from rear. But it also increases damage by 10%. Okay. So this is the boss. So I'm going to do Twin Snakes to increase my damage by 10%. So basically what we're going to do, you can see Twin Snakes, if you can see it right at the top, you might not be able to see it, there's kind of 3 icons right at the top. I'm going to do it again to show you. So, I'm going to do Boot Shine, watch them, there are 2 now. Now there are 3. So it gives me 15 seconds of increased damage. So basically whenever that runs out, I'm going to want to make sure I do Twin Snakes instead of True Strike. To just kind of keep it up. But we're about to defeat this boss. It has been a dream and easy. We're done. And we've never very nearly leveled up yet again. We're leveling up so quickly while we're in here. I'm going to commend this player because they've been fine. Acolyte's Robe, I don't need. I'm going to leave the dungeon. And I'm going to say to these guys, Tantara, question mark? So now, it would be nice to do another dungeon, because we've got time still. Oh, you got the player commend. Well done, Tom. So you did a good job of healing. That's why you got the player commend. Let's wait and see what Harry says to Tantara. Cool. So we did the level 15 dungeon. We're now going to do the level 16 dungeon. I'm just going to move Snap Punch and Twin Snakes around. And we shall see how we get on. So I'm just going to register for Tantara. I prefer Tantara over Copperbell Mines. I'm not a big Copperbell Mines fan. So I imagine we're probably going to do this. And then we'll probably go and pick up our level 20 job quest. That's the plan for the rest of the stream now. So we'll probably be another 20 minutes in here. We shall see. This ninja might be new. Is this ninja new? Nope. Kumzuxt. I have a dog swarming around me. Twin Snakes. There we go. That's going to give me better attack. for 15 seconds. There we go, leveled up again. Now at level 19, going so quickly. See, this is the joy, as I say. If I were a DPS and I didn't know anyone to play with, this would take me ages, because I would queue for possibly 10 to 15 minutes just to get into these dungeons. The benefit of having people to play with is that I can get in really quickly, because I have a healer and a tank with me, so I'm not having to queue at all. So, you know, I think, you know, this is, I talk about this endlessly on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter, but this is a really social game. So definitely go where, if you have friends who play this game, go on the same server as them and let them know that you're playing, and become friends in the game with them, and they can help you. And if they're nice, decent human beings, they will have no issue with helping you, even if they're going and doing really low-level stuff. That won't bother them in the slightest. They'll be really happy to go and do that because you're friends. And you can do voice chat while you do it, and you know, all those things, and it just makes it so enjoyable. And you know, I've got so many amazing friends who either I've made them through this game, or we've become much better friends because of this game. You know, it's just like, I swear to God, this community in this game is astonishing, and I love them. And they make a world of difference. So, and this is kind of, I guess, like the first bossy type thing in this one. These first few dungeons are really weird. They are not like normal dungeons in the slightest. And then they kind of settle into a pattern. I don't know what the development team were doing at the beginning. We're going to defeat this Void Soul counter now. And we're defeating it super quickly. We are zooming through this dungeon at pace. Clearly everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone except me is higher than level 19, because they're all... If you take a look down where it says Light Party, you can see the party. And everyone's got a little kind of S sign next to them, which is to show that they're synced. So they are all synced to level 19. That's the maximum level you can be in this dungeon. I don't have that sign because I'm actually level 19. So I know that they are all higher than level 19. I'm not, but I will be very soon. Because we are going through levels at pace now, people. This is kind of how quickly this game can move. You know, now that we've unlocked dungeons, you know, we're going to be able to move at pace. We're going to get through dungeons. We're soon going to start doing things called trials as well. Which are typically not in the very beginning, but end up being 8-player content. So there'll be 8 people in that instead of 4 people. You know, we could quickly, we're going to get lots of different things that we can do. Lots of variety, so we're not doing the same things over and over and over. And the dungeons and things that we run are going to become more and more and more interesting. Okay, Mightling. So I think we will probably level up from this group. So say we're leveling so quickly now. It's ridiculous. If you think, we were level 11 when we started today, so we managed to do 11 levels last week. So far we have done 8 levels this week. I've got a new trait, so I'm going to have to read about what that does in a moment. We are going at pace. That's what we know. We've already done 8 levels this week. Would not be surprised in the slightest if we do another 1 or 2. So we'll have done 11 levels last week, hopefully 9 or 10 this week. We shall see, we shall see. I'm going to eat this. Oh my god, food. Isn't food just the best? Right, I'm going to unlock the cultist orb. I don't need those, I can't wear them. Those I don't need either. Look, we've already done 13,000 of 56 for this next level. It's crazy the speed we're moving up. As I say, you know, if you know, the benefit of this is, like, we've basically worked our way through 15 levels of tutorial. Now that we've done, I want to learn what a... Now that we've done those... I thought I got a new trait. I'm really confused. Now that we've done those 15 levels of tutorial, we have started to unlock what this game is all about, which is co-op multiplayer. So this game is really going to start coming to life. It was kind of throttling our pace that we could move at through that tutorial section. And now we can go really damn quickly. Which is awesome. So I want to know what... Ah, that's what happened. Okay. I've seen what happened when we got to level 20. 2019? Oh. I don't know what happened then. I'm really confused. I am confusion. I'm going to try and work out what's going on in a minute. It flashed up a message on screen. I thought it said I got a new trait, but I don't appear to have one. So I'm very confused. We'll sort that when we get out of the dungeon. We'll look it up and it will tell us. See, we've been nearly 9 minutes in this dungeon now. Kind of says we've only done 2 of 4 of the first thing, but, you know, this dungeon goes very quickly once you get further on. I wonder if there's any new gear that I can put on. There is... I'll change my hat back to my friendship circlet and then we're off. So I'm also, every time I level up, I'm checking. The game will tell me what's the best armor I could wear. So I don't have to spend ages looking through things, working out what the best is that I've got. It's just going to do it for me. It's going to equip it for me. So I can just focus on killing things and enjoying the game. Rather than having to look at gear endlessly. No, I'm lagging behind. Eating and playing, I'm not quite keeping up with everyone else. It's actually nearly at the end of this dungeon. It goes so quickly. Getting very close to leveling up again. It's level 20, so we need on 9 levels. What we've been playing today. We'll be 9 levels in a little over an hour and 40 minutes. Which is really good going. If it stayed that fast after this, that would be nice, but it doesn't. Yeah, and once we're done with this group of enemies, we will be at the boss. So we are very, very, very nearly there now. And then I think we're going to go do a job quest. We're going to kind of change the pace up a bit again. This is also what happens in oh no, we're not ready yet. We need to kill this first. In this game, you know, kind of the pace. If you were a newbie, you wouldn't be quite. The pace wouldn't quite be like this because I would have main scenario quests that I needed to do. So they would kind of keep me plodding along. My level would probably be quite a way above the level I needed to be to do those quests for quite a while. Which is fine because it becomes a little bit more grindy at the end of each game. So at the end of the base game, at the end of the expansion stuff, it becomes a bit more grindy. So we're leveled up again, leveled up to level 20. So being ahead, I know maybe we leveled up to level 21. Am I level 21? I might have gone up to level 21. This might be why I'm getting confused. I can't wear that, so there's no point. So yeah, so you know, being ahead at the beginning of a game or an expansion is really helpful because it's probably going to become a bit grindy at the end. So if I'm ahead at the beginning, it's going to make it less grindy at the end, basically. So for this boss, you can see there are adds. So anytime an enemy gets added, it makes the boss invulnerable. So really, as a DPS, it's our job to go and deal with the adds. So in fact it's this one, it's this inconspicuous imp is making the boss invulnerable. I'm going to get that. I'm going to come and get rid of the rest of these adds as well, will probably be helpful. I could have stunned that boss, because I think you can still stun bosses at this level, so I don't quite know why I didn't. So I've got a move that does a stun. Take this out. So I'll kill this in next to no time. Oh my god, this is what it's like to be a DPS, isn't it? Oh! All of the joys of just squishing things super quickly. My damage buff has run out, so I'm going to put that back on. There we go. We're done. We're done. We are so done in this dungeon. Galvamp the Dominator has been destroyed. Just going to look at the loot. Don't need that. Going to commend this other DPS. Say good games. This DPS is viewing a cutscene. Harry is gone, so Harry has missed his chance to get a commend. I bet the commend's going to go to Tom. I bet you're going to get it again, Tom. Yeah. It would be strange for a DPS to get the commend. It doesn't really happen. So we've done 2 dungeons. I've gone all the way up to level 21. You did get the commend again. I thought you would. So we got a new job quest. So our job quests, we get in the base game we're gonna get them every 5 levels. So we had one at 15, and now that I'm past 20, I have got another job quest to go and do. So I'm gonna go and do that. And kind of that's how we're gonna wrap up this evening, because that will probably take us about 15 minutes. So then plan will be next week we'll do some more dungeons, get ourselves up to level 30, and there'll be some more stuff to talk about when we get to level 30, because it's going to get interesting again. And I'd imagine we'll get up to level 30 in that time, with some people to come and help me. We can do dungeons from the get-go. Be able to start with a dungeon called Halatali. It's at level 20, and we'll try and get up to 24 to go and do the thousand Moors of Toto Rock. No worries for the help, it was fun. Thank you, Tom. No, it was really helpful. It's queued us in nice and quickly, so we can keep things flowing on stream as well. So we're going to come and do this job quest. I'm also going to check, when am I going to get my next... My next ability is going to be at level 26. Oh, 22 though. I'm going to get a roll ability called Feint, which lowers target strength, dexterity by 10%. So effectively that's like a mitigation. If I manage to get to level 20-ish by next Sunday, I'll help with dungeons. Thank you! That would be really, really amazing to have you help, Cole. I'd really like that. Fine, okay. So let's do this job quest. Oh, it's you, Ninley. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to teach you if I ever did at all. You're far better off training under Chichuto. You'll find her over yonder. Just leave me be. I genuinely thought Chichuto was a man. So, I've obviously not been paying enough attention in the game. What's Chichuto going to tell us to do? So hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hamon out of his doldrums. It seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. Enough words. If you were to train precisely as Master Hamon once did, overcome the self-same challenge that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Okay. Listen well, Nindy. Master once told me that he used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clowns there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to the Velkin from their highs bear the mark of his fists. I want you to seek out these trees and do as Master Hamon once did. Strike them with a bootshine combo and fight the hornet clowns that emerge. Okay, fine. So we're going to go and do that to try and inspire Master Hamon. Although, like, he's getting old. I feel like, fine, he's slowing down because he's getting old. I shouldn't be expecting him to try and remain this amazing fighter in his old age. We all slow down as we get older. That's fine. It's fine, Master Hamon. I say it's fine. So I've not really talked about this at all. If you look at the mini-map... Oh, if I got the right mouse... Which mouse is this? No, it is this one. Here we go. So the mini-map, you can see this arrow here. So you should be able to see it's showing me where to go. So I'm going to go this way. Well, actually, I need to get out of the settlement first, which is Drybone Camp. There we go, and I can head in the direction of the orange hour. The orange arrow. So that is showing me where my next quest marker is. Here we go. And we're going to have to use boot shine on the indentations and obtain hornet stingers 0 of 3. Here we go. Indentation number 1. So we're going to want to do boot shine. Here we go. So brought out the hornet stingers. Away we go. Defeating these hornet clowns. They're only level 15 and I'm now level 21, so this is a bit unfair. As we defeat them super easily. Look at this. Look at them squishing like this. Oh, the early days. Isn't it lovely? Let's use boot shine again. Oh, this time we got hornet clowns and a Gila monster. Which is down there. And is firing at us from afar. Oh, here we go. Let's come up to join us. Thank you very much, Gila Monster. We shall destroy you quickly. Done. Done, done, done. So there should be one more tree. It's got a glowing purple marker on it. This one? Maybe this tree? No. Obviously it's going to need to be in this orange circle that I'm wandering around in. Aha, here we go, here we go. One more indentation. We've done 10 levels so far. We are moving at pace, as I keep saying. Sorry if it's getting boring hearing me say that, but it's true. We're going so quickly. That one's done. And that one's done. There we go. Present the Hornet Stingers to Hamon. So I don't know if you spotted when I'm clicking around. I've come to the quest. It's showing me where my next objective is, so I can actually go and warp straight there. I can kind of use the map and the details of the quest to tell me where I need to go, so I don't have to wander around for ages. I'm trying to find where it is, or going on foot, or anything like that. And get straight there. Keeps it nice and fluid and quick for us. Right, so we're going to go back to my Pugilist Guild. I'm really pleased we picked one that's so close to the Aetheryte. It's nice and easy to get there. It doesn't take us very long at all. What is it now? Couldn't leave a feeble old man in peace. I'm going to give him these Hornet Stingers. Balls, balls! These are Hornet Stingers. You trainers I once did out in Drybone. They were pesky buggers. If I lost count of the times they stung me, though I remember the places well enough. Ooh, misses. Pain was nigh and unbearable, but I always stood my ground. Memories of my younger days come flooding back, what I wouldn't give to relive them. I want you to fight me right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be young again. Okay, I'm going to fight you. It seems a bit unfair. Am I fighting an old? Am I genuinely fighting an old man? Not terribly sure I'm up for this. Let's see. He's level 1. Okay, I feel really bad. I feel like I'm just beating... Oh, that'll leave a bruise. Oh god, I feel so bad now. Oh, he's level 4. Okay, he's leveled up. Okay. Yes, it's starting to come back to me. I'm helping him remember. Oh, this is nice. But I still feel bad that I'm basically beating up an old man. Here we go. Here we go, working our way through. Bye, I'm on ID Fist. Defeated you again. A bit more hummus. This hummus is giving me life. He's now level 8. Gotta go and try to not kill people on Katana Revel. Oh, cool. Enjoy Katana Revel. Enjoy the cutscene after Katana Revel. It's amazing. So really enjoy that. And let me know. Message me after the cutscene afterwards. Tell me what you thought of it. And we can chat about it. And I shall say no more because spoilers. Thank you so much for coming there, Carl. Really appreciate it as always. So we're just beating up an old man, which feels a bit wrong. But he asked me to, basically. As part of this quest. We will keep it up. Trying to help him remember. He used to be a really good pugilist. Trying to help him remember what it was like to be a good pugilist. Remember what he's doing. No, we still don't have many abilities, so you know, it's not like we're the best pugilist in the world. Duty complete. There we go. We finished beating him up for the day. I do suspect it's for now. I suspect we're going to have to do it again at level 20 and probably again at level 30. but have a decent fight against him at level 30. I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. Mayhap there's still hope for these old bones. I'll make my comeback yet. See if I don't. Oh, who are these people? A marauder, a dragoon, a bard. Vegfar Wide Axe. Ain't no one called me that in ages. And since the day you defeated me on the Blood Sands. Always defeated him before. Interesting. Gave up prize fighting after that for the humiliation. Your boy Rurakuta, this little Lalafell who we're looking at here, used to be part of the guild. Well, it's for me now. Imagine my surprise when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. But Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Ooh, misses. Come if you're having trouble nodding off. You could always try a whiff of Somnus. It's a drug. We had that come up earlier. I'll even give you a complimentary sample, but like as not, a doddering old sort like you won't ever wake up again. Gah ha 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 ha. I hope that was my best. Gah ha 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 ha. I could manage. Shut your mouth, Wagfar. Or I'll shut it for you. Now let's be civilized for a moment now. We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'll be glad to lend a helping hand. He wants to fight me. By way of motivating ye, how's about we have us a rematch? Of course, it would take place in public, just like the old times. Oh, and there should be a fitting purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilist Guild. Oh, I'm not gonna. Surely he's not gonna bet the guild. This must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after taking over the guild, I'll keep her on as my personal assistant. Gah. Oh, I don't like him. He's a bit of a dick. Bit of a dick. Do you really need to fight him? Have no fear, Chikucho. Master. Need open to put undue pressure on you. But the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. There we go. I mean, that's pressure. And some, isn't it? Don't believe this. I just need to keep getting stronger as he's been doing so far. Fighting reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I can be that man again. I'm going to help him be himself again. Be an amazing pugilist with his fists. I don't know why I'm doing this. This isn't like the least mask for mask. And he said the least mask for mask fisting the world has ever known. Ooh, misses. Right. And there we go. And that is the quest done. Feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If I was to face Vegfar as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats. Not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirits a raging thinly. Awesome. None of this gear is any use, so I'll take these. I'm going to upgrade my gear again. I'm going to change my hat again, because I think this is until level 25. Yeah, it gives me an XP boost until level 25. So there we go. That is it, folks, for another... get rid of this. For another... My brain is seriously going to catch up with me at some point today. For another Final Fantasy XIV for Beginners session. So we started today at level... I don't need that. We started at level 11. We have made ourselves all the way up to level 21. And I'm going to say it again. I know that I've been saying it a lot, but I will say it again. We have done all of that in 2 hours. So we've gone 10 levels in 2 hours. That is pretty good going. It kind of shows how quickly we can move at pace in this game when we're playing this game. So it really doesn't have to be arduous. That's kind of what I want to say. It really does not have to be arduous to level up in this game. Really, really, really no. We can get there. We've already got Although again, caveat, you know, if I were a new player, it would take me slightly longer because I'll be doing the story as well alongside this. We've got from level 1 to level 21. 4 hours. That now means we've unlocked 4 dungeons. So 4 different things that we can play online with other people. To go and do the co-op play, which is great. Next week, we will be back again on Sunday evening. Plan for next Sunday is we're going to continue. We're going to run some more dungeons. We're going to run a dungeon called Halatali, which is a level 20 dungeon. So we'll start by running that. We're trying to get to level 24. There's a dungeon called 1,000 Moors of Totoruk at level 24. So we want to try and run that as well. That will get us a level or 2 probably. We've also unlocked more of the hunting log for our pugilist. As you can see, we're getting quite a lot of bonus XP from this hunting log, so we can get... It is probably another level or 2 levels just by going through and doing this hunting log as well. So we'll do that after the dungeons if we need to. Hopefully, we're trying to get all the way up to level 30. It is going to be 8 1/3 dungeons, so it's quite a way to go. But we shall see if we can get to level 30. At level 30, we're going to stop being a pugilist and we are going to start being a monk. We're going to move from having a class to having a job. That is the plan. That's what's going to happen next Sunday again at 8 PM British Summer Time. That's when we're going to be starting, so do join me if you can. And it would be great to have you follow me on Twitch. It would be great to have you join my Discord as well. We're kind of starting to get a bit more active in there, chatting to each other and things. So do come and join the Discord. Say hey and chat with me throughout the week as well. Thanks for joining, and I will catch you again soon. Bye bye.